Lee Smith
and Julian Schutze
from Blood and Iron Martial Arts.
We're here today to review
the VB Sabre
for Purpleheart Armory.
Exactly. We've been working on with the Sabre for like a better part of like 8-9 months and pushing it pretty hard. As you can see, like probably in the video, there's almost no wear to it. It's taking a lot of abuse. And its primary training partner is Castile. Is one of the Castile Sabres we have.
Yeah, we've put this thing through a lot. It's worked with a bunch of the Castile Sabre as well as the SGT Polish Sabre, which is quite a beefy little guy. So the fact that there's very little wear and tear on this is already a pretty good sign.
So either we got a magical Sabre, which I don't think we did, or like the quality of this is pretty good, especially for the money, which is what we're probably leaning toward. And now when I say we've used it a lot, I've put this through pretty much from the lowest level, like assistant instructors and senior students, to like the really high level fighters you see in finals and tournaments. So first impressions. I wasn't sure about the Sabre at first, right? I'll be honest with you. Like I picked it up, I was like, it didn't feel quite as good as my Castile. Like maybe I'm a bit of a snob, maybe I'm just a Castile fanboy, not too sure. I love my Castile. But, everybody else was like, it's pretty good. And the nice part is, this gave me a sword to work with my Castile against.
Yeah, one of the things that I felt picking it up is it actually moves around quite light, especially compared to the Regenier Sabres.
Oh, the first gen Regenier Sabres. Yeah.
Or even my SGTs, this felt quite light in comparison, as well as it's quite a thin, narrow blade. So I was originally concerned about it just being too light to be able to take the abuse. But thankfully, we were quite wrong about that.
So first impressions, overall positive.
Yeah, absolutely.
So first thing, let's talk about durability. As with all things Blood and Iron tests, we beat the hell out of our stuff. And I have smashed against various objects and within the cell and people. And honestly, it just keeps going. Like there's very little damage, regardless of a few dents and stuff. But I mean, overall, surprisingly resilient sword.
Yeah, we were giving it to us for review, so we want to stress it as much as possible. Overall, the actual blade is handled magnificently. There's like
a few dents.
I don't think we filed this once, and I don't feel a sharp burr on here. For the thrust as well, there's a decent amount of flex, so you can thrust without any worry of safety. You're not going to crush someone's esophagus, provided they have a gorget, of course.
We have driven the thrust in, and it's still almost arrow straight. It's like looks pretty good. Yeah. I'm surprised still.
That's not true.
Yeah. So I mean, pretty good. Things like those are all things we really like about the sword, and the price is really good as well. So
it retails for about $250 USD, which you can check out down below in the description. It comes from Purpleheart. For the price,
this is an outstanding single-hand sword.
Absolutely.
So let's go things we think could use a little bit of improvement.
Yeah, so a couple of things that we noticed is that this is a screw-on type pommel. So this whole little bulb here, you'll actually see it's a little off kilter. That's okay. At the beginning, we definitely had to tighten it a lot. First couple exchanges, tighten it. A couple more exchanges, tighten it. But I think it almost had a break-in period, almost. Because like now you don't have to tighten it as much, still once in a while, but for now it hasn't been as much of an issue as it was at the beginning.
And a pair of vice grips goes a long way with this sword.
Yeah, for sure.
So I mean, still very resilient. People are using it. We should use it again today. It's absolutely fantastic. Mm-hmm. The other thing I think could use a bit of improvement, a slightly larger handle, maybe another inch on the handle, so it fits gloves really well. Like you'll fit a glove, like a regular leather glove, and you can jam a lacrosse glove in there like we do. But anything bigger, it won't really fit. And
just a little bit more length would have been nice. I also personally, I prefer slightly thicker handles, so this guy is just a little thin for my taste, but I'm weird that way. Most people, they're fine with it, but that's just me personally.
Yeah, not really a lot. If it came with if you could get an accessory handle, you could just slip on this little bigger, like large and medium-sized handle. Mm-hmm. I mean,
you could just wrap it in paracord, then you're good to go.
Yeah, you could do that. Other than those small things, I don't have a lot of other things to say. And I mean, it's still usable. Like, is it perfect for my lacrosse glove? No. But, we also have a glove issue in HEMA anyway, as everyone knows. So
I think Pro Gauntlets would fit pretty well in there.
I think Pro Gauntlets would work magnificently in this sword. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Future's coming. But I will say, honestly, when we look at this, we give it overall rating. I give it for price and durability and everything else. Excellent sword. This VB sword, 2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
I'd buy it tomorrow. I recommend it to all my students, and you can't really go wrong with it.
Yeah, for sure. Especially for the weight and balance of it. Once you start getting it moving, it feels light. It's really responsive, and for $240, I don't think I've ever really held a sword that had that level of feel to it.
It's true. Well, that's a review of the VB sword, a Sabre. I would buy it.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Go pick it up.
2 thumbs up. Me and Julian, out.
If you have anything else you want to see us review, leave a comment down below and we'll see if we can get to it.